everybody. I'm Kathy Cass-Stevens, the marketing director here at beautiful Starved Rock Lodge. And what a great day we have to go on a walking tour of this beautiful place. Right now, Ava, our trolley driver, just dropped me off, and she's about to depart on our daily 3 o'clock tour of the Starved Rock area. In addition to that, we have eagle watching trolley tours in the winter, waterfall and canyon tours in the spring, and when fall rolls around, we have fall colors, beautiful tours in the fall. So come on, let's go inside and take a look at historic Starved Rock Lodge. Hi, Laura. So right now we're stepping into something that is an architectural masterpiece. This lodge and our cabins are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. So it is in itself a work of art, if you ask me. As we walk into this part of the lodge, this is called the Great Hall. And as you can see, it's pretty great. It was built in the 1930s by the Civilian Conservation Corps, and right here we have the largest two-sided stone fireplace in Illinois. This place has been a wonderful gathering spot for families for over 100 years, and we really enjoy celebrating the beauty of the lodge. It's Friday, so that means it's a wedding day. Let's step over here and see what's going on this side. Whoops, you've come through. Okay, so right now, this part of the Great Hall is set up for a wedding. The wedding will take place outside at our sunrise shelter at 5 o'clock. And then the guests will come in here for the reception. We're going to step inside the Starved Rock room and see where they will have their cocktail hour. If you choose to have an indoor wedding, you can do that too. They would just set up chairs here in front of the fireplace on this side of the Great Hall. So now we're going to step outside and see our beautiful and expansive veranda. It's Friday night, and we have live music out here tonight from 8 to 11 p.m., no cover charge, and look at that. As we walk up here, you're going to get to see these relaxing Adirondack or relaxing rockers that you can sit in, and then you're going to see one of the best places in, I think, all of Illinois to have lunch. So we have outdoor dining here pretty much Memorial Day to Labor Day, and you can see the entire Illinois Valley over here. We're going to get over here, Dan, so you can, let's try it from right here. Here you can see the entire Illinois River Valley, the Starved Rock Visitor Center below, and as you pan to the right, you'll see Starved Rock. And you may be wondering how Starved Rock got its name. It's named after an Native American legend. In the 1760s, Chief Pontiac, he was in the Ottawa tribe. He was attending a tribal council. He was stabbed by Chief Pontiac, and then a big fight started. And the Illinois and Potawatomi tribes battled each other for a long time. The Illinois feared for their deaths and took refuge on top of Starved Rock, where they starved to death, and sadly, that's how our park got its name. But many happy things have happened since then, and over 2.4 million people come here each year to see the beauty of this park and the canyons and waterfalls that are here that you don't expect in the flatlands of Illinois. So, as we walk on down the veranda, you can see people dining and enjoying the great beauty of the outdoors on a summer day. Like I said, we'll have Sons of the SONA, Sons of the New Amish or something like that, performing tonight at 8 o'clock. And another band tomorrow, 8 to 11 p.m. We're going to go over here and see something that is really cool. This lodge and a lot of the pathways and shelters at Starved Rock Lodge and State Park were built by the Civilian Conservation Corps. Very thoughtful in how they did what they did. And I want to show you one of the things that I missed for many years. And if you bring your family here, I don't want you to miss it. So not only is this little part of Starved Rock Lodge a great place for family photos, but Dan, look down and see that arrow that points directly at Starved Rock itself. We're on the first of 4 bluffs here at Starved Rock. The lodge is the first bluff. Starved Rock, the historic landmark, is the second with the flagpole on top. The next bluff is Lover's Leap, and the fourth one is Eagle Cliff. Oh, let's go down this staircase, these stairs here, Dan. A lot of people who hike here have trouble getting back to their cars down at the visitor center. And so I wanted to show you, this is the trailhead on the east side of the park that leads down to the visitor center, and all the trails that lead to the top of Starved Rock and the bluff trails, Eagle Cliff, and so on. Here we have our outdoor herb garden. And one of our guests' favorite things to eat here is a brick oven pizza, margarita pizza. Let's see if we can get a shot. Oh, we happen to have one ready right now. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Plus fresh burgers and broths right off the grill. Thanks, guys. Thank you. So now we're coming on in here to see. This is our back door lounge. Hi, Chris. And look at this. If you ever come here, one of the things I want you to try is a glass of our own Starved Rock signature ale. And it tastes like, what does it taste like, Nick? Like fat tire. There you go. Okay, I'm not going to drink on camera. I'll be back in about a half an hour to have a sip. So come on out to Starved Rock Lodge and enjoy that. But this is wonderful for indoor dining if you want to cool off, year-round dining. And then in the winter, we have music in here on Friday or Saturday night from 8 to 11. Now we're going to step into our historic dining room. This is such a great place for families to get together and have breakfast. We have a wonderful Sunday brunch. We're open year-round for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like I said, Sunday brunch, holiday buffets. Families love to come together here and enjoy a meal. So make your reservations early because Thanksgiving is filling up already. As we walk down this hallway, you'll see our gift shop. This is a wonderful place to get souvenirs, books on Starved Rock, jewelry, gifts for the children. We have gift cards available online also year-round. They make wonderful gifts, and they're always a perfect fit. What did you get? This is a great place to begin your tour at Starved Rock because there are trail maps, visitor guides, lots of fun information here. This is a great place to start. And there's a similar place like this down at the Starved Rock State Park Visitor Center where we looked over the veranda to see. So now we're just going to go up this ramp and see more of what makes Starved Rock tick. You know, there are so many activities here. Hi, Carl. To enjoy your stay and make it more than one night stay. You know, Starved Rock Lodge is the only lodging facility located within Starved Rock State Park, and it always will be. We have 69 rooms and 23 cabin rooms. So there are many choices of places to stay. You can stay in a historic lodge wing room, a hotel wing room, or a cabin. And right now we're kind of in the center of the hotel, and this was a photo gallery that we made for the 100th anniversary of Starved Rock State Park, which was celebrated in 2011. And so here you see the guardsman's watch clock. And that's the real deal. He used to go around the lodge and turn this little key, and that proved that he was checking that particular part of the lodge. So it's very interesting to see how times have changed and how security measures have changed over the years. As you walk down this hallway, you can see there's a candle from when we didn't have electricity in the lodge. So you really get a feel for the authenticity and the rusticness of this beautiful place in Illinois. As we continue on down, here's a picture of Kaskaskia Canyon. And you are just steps away from amazing waterfalls and canyons like this. It's really unexpected in Illinois. As I said, we have about 130 weddings a year. Some of the weddings are at our Canyonside Courtyard, and that's for guests up to 30 guests at that venue. And you can have an indoor or an outdoor wedding. This is our sales department where you meet with them to talk about corporate events like corporate scavenger hunts, corporate meetings, and banquets. And then here's where you also meet with people if you want to have a wedding here. We also have a wedding trolley. It's decorated with wedding decor, and it's a wonderful way to put your whole wedding party in one place and travel to some really great spots in the park for photos. And as we walk down this hallway, you'll see that all of these photos are for sale, so you can take a piece of Starved Rock home with you. This particular photo here is Madison State Park. It's just 3 miles away from here, and they have 2 beautiful seasonal waterfalls there. So if you happen to get over to Madison State Park, you're going to have a lot of fun hiking there as well. So now we're going to step into the lobby, and that's where you check into the hotel when you first arrive. So here you see the lobby. This is where you get oriented with Starved Rock. And we're going to step into our cafe because a lot of people who come here like to go to the cafe, get a little something sweet to eat before they start their visit. So here in the cafe you can have breakfast, lunch, coffee, snacks. We have over 50 different kinds of fudge. We have a lot of flavors of ice cream. Vanilla is the favorite and Blue Moon is the favorite with the children. Vanilla because our vanilla comes from Madagascar. And then for later on in the evening we sell Starved Rock wine and bubbly, which is an excellent token to take home, or it makes a great gift for somebody, a wedding present, that kind of thing.
Actually, I have a question for you.
Okay, what's going on, Dan? What's your question?
He asked, what's the best time of year to visit?
The best time of year to visit is in the middle of the week. It doesn't really matter what season of the year, but we really encourage people Monday through Thursday because the trails are less crowded. The waterfalls are very active in the spring. It's a wonderful time to come and visit the park in the spring. Autumn colors are great. And believe it or not, winter hiking is also a lot of fun. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go upstairs and see a room. 3 o'clock is check-in time here, so it's very busy as people get acquainted and checked into their rooms. And we're just going to walk down this hall to see room 212. If you ever come to visit me, my office is right here, and I'm the marketing director here at the lodge. One of the things I want to share with you about our hotel rooms, Dan, is that the furniture in our hotel rooms was recently updated, and it is made in the USA. And our former CEO went to Nashville to find a furniture manufacturer, and he was so happy to find this furniture made in Galva, Illinois. So not only is it made in the USA, it's made right just a few miles away from here. The Civilian Conservation Corps originally designed the furniture in the Great Hall, and it's mortise and tenon. That means no visible hardware. And so this furniture is made from old oaks and reclaimed barns, and it just looks authentic and really keeping with the historic era in which the rest of the lodge was built. Okay, so now we're going to head outside and see a place called Fox Ridge. We have so many activities here at the park that are free, at the lodge and the park for that matter. And that's why we encourage you to come and stay for several days, because we have an indoor pool. I think I'll show you that before we get downstairs. We'll go to the pool on the first floor as well, but getting a bird's eye view from the second story is nice as well. We also have 6 meeting rooms here, so a lot of corporate groups enjoy getting out of the office and into the woods. This is a nice, quiet sitting area, and here we have a computer that's open to the public. Our guests can use that anytime they want, free of charge. And here you get a really great view of the pool complex. Now, even on a 90-degree day, people come swimming here. It's just as good when it's 20 below outside. And there's a large pool, a gated children's pool that's just a few inches deep, a hot tub, and 2 saunas. So let's go outside and talk about some of the outdoor programming opportunities that we have for our guests to enjoy. Actually, as we go around here, you're going to get a nice shot of the lobby and how it's a great gathering place for families when they arrive and they can all gather here. We have one of the largest collections of wood carvings in the Midwest. Our collection is called Art in the Park, and you're going to get to see, here's a bench, there's another bench. We have over 30 pieces of art in the collection. As the collection grew, we added to the collection by adding steel. And so we have a steel totem pole here, and later on I'll show you a glass piece. So what we're going to do now is walk over to this place called Fox Ridge. And that's the area right over here. This is a really interesting place. It started out There wasn't really anything here, and now, as we get over here and take a look, there's seating cut into the hillside for 150 people. And on Wednesdays in the summer, you can bring your children here free of charge and learn about falconry, beekeeping, even snakes. It's called Snakes Alive. And they teach you about backpacking, and all these interesting programming opportunities are offered to you free of charge. Just go to our website and look at them. So there's another example of art in the park, a wood carving of a Native American, and sometimes corporate groups like to meet here for lunch or have a bonfire and cook s'mores. Wouldn't it be nice to get out of the office and just enjoy some s'mores on a real, campfire? I think that would be lovely. So you really, as you pan this view here, you get an idea of how large the lodge is. It covers about 15 acres for the whole property. And we have about 15 miles of hiking trails that surround it here. Right over the bridge to my right is where we have our pioneer cabins. And there are different kinds. There are two-room family cabins, and then there are standalone cabins. These cabins the pioneer cabins do not have TVs, but they are pet-friendly. And then there's, like I said, a two-room family cabin. In a minute, we're going to see the cabins on the other side, and they're a little bit different. If you're watching us from Texas or Florida or Japan, for that matter, you might like to know that it's about 70 degrees, maybe a little warmer. We have sunny skies, and it's just an absolutely beautiful day to be here on the 4th of July as we kick off the 4th of July holiday weekend. The other day when I was at my desk near my office where I showed you, I hiked to Aurora Canyon, and it took me 6 minutes and 42 seconds. When I got there, the water was flowing in the canyon. I couldn't believe it was just that close to my office, but it is. So I think a lot of people have a misperception about how close things are and how far away they are. It's really closer than you think. When we step inside this door and go back into the lodge again, I want to show you something that hardly anyone knows exists. And that is, right under this mat, there's a stone that's shaped like the state of Illinois. Again, the work of the Civilian Conservation Corps. And they did everything with such careful thought. It was just really special that they did that. So let's go take a look at the pool. Okay, right through here. As I said before, we have 6 meeting rooms here. Our LaSalle room is here. Our Utica room is right down the hall. And through the halls, we have pictures of the Civilian Conservation Corps in the 1930s doing their work. This is a wonderful thing that put many men back to work. And they were only given like $25 a month, and they had to send a good majority of that money home. But they got free clothes, free room and board, and free dental care. So now we're stepping into the pool so you can see it firsthand. And like I said, we have a pool, hot tub, sauna, 2 saunas, and then the gated children's pool over in the corner. Doesn't that just look good? I mean, even on a day like today, it's quiet right now, but as guests check into the hotel, they'll inevitably want to come swimming, and so this will be a great place to hang out. So now we're going to step outside and see some of our sunset cabins. Now these are my favorite places to stay when I come here. They're quad cabins, meaning there are 4 cabin rooms under one roof. 2 of the rooms in each cabin have king beds and wood-burning fireplaces. The other rooms have full beds and no fireplace. But all rooms have DVDs and TVs, so you can rent free DVDs while you're here. I thought that part of the tour, part of what would make our tour today memorable is to actually take a walk in the woods. So I wanted you to see how close you are to the beauty of nature. In every season of the year, this is just some place that when you visit, you'll want to come back. I meet a lot of people, adults, who say, oh, I haven't been there since I was a kid. Well, we'd like to invite you to come back because It's a really unique stay. It's, in my opinion, a one-of-a-kind destination. So here's an example of one of the shelters that was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps, and it has a fireplace in it, and you can rent this out. Well, 2 broadcasts are going on at once, it looks like. No. Everything's fine. So as we round this corner, we come to the trailhead for Aurora, St. Louis, and Sac Canyons. And I can hear the waterfall flowing from right here. We're just going to step over this bridge so that you can get your bearings. When you come into the park off of Route 178 and you turn in on this road, it'll lead you up the hill past the visitor center, under this bridge, and around to the lodge. So what I want to share with you is, as we go into the 4th of July weekend, it might be very crowded here, and so you might have to seek out other places within the county to visit, like Madison State Park, Buffalo Rock State Park. There are many places that you can find online at enjoylasallecounty.com, at heritagecorridor.com, and enjoyillinois.com. All of these websites are set up to help you find your way and find really interesting attractions that exist here in this part of Illinois in LaSalle County. So like I said, if you head out down this trail, you would be at Aurora Canyon in just 5 minutes probably from this point. Okay? One of the interesting things about Starved Rock State Park is, as I said in my walking tour of the park itself, you can see so many symbols of Illinois all in one day, if not all of them. We have white-tailed deer that lives here, and that's the state animal of Illinois. And we have cardinals, white oak, trees, and many other symbols of Illinois. Does anybody know the snack of Illinois? I'd like to ask your fans a question. The snack is popcorn, and we have that at Trailheads Concessions and at our cafe that we just visited. Another thing that we have here that's really fun to do, 2 things I want to mention. One thing is called Starved Rock's version of the Amazing Race. So if you like timed races and you want to test your wits, that's a wonderful thing to do, and those are on select Sundays throughout the summer. And then we also have Scavenger Hunt that you can do for corporate events or for families. And so they'll send you around the park to find the ginkgo tree or the hackberry tree, or to count the steps here or there. So it's really an interesting way to spend some time with your family and friends, sitting back and relaxing outside and enjoying the outdoors. You know, that's one of the wonderful things here. We have free parking and free Wi-Fi in the woods. So you don't have to be totally disconnected from technology, but it's nice to disconnect and just relax when you come here. That's one of the best parts about the park. So here's a close-up view of one of the Art in the Park wood carvings, and this one is called the Symbol of Illinois. So it has all this, the monarch, the state butterfly, the oak, the white-tailed deer, bluegill is the fish, and so on. So if you're looking for ways to share some interesting educational facts with your children and you don't want to make it seem like it's a lecture or classroom, bring them here. This is the best real outdoor education you can get, and most of it's free of charge. So I can tell by the clouds that we probably won't get any rain tonight, and that means we'll have a nice clear night. And so one of the neat places to go here at Starved Rock at night is up here, where this statue is sitting. And the name of this statue is Stargazer. And the reason that it's called Stargazer is because we have a beautiful night sky here. And a few years ago, we were named a Star Park because of our beautiful black night sky. So there you go. You can bring your kids there and teach them about all the constellations. If you're a homeschooling mom, this is a wonderful place to bring your children for a multi-day stay and share the beauty of the park with them. So as you can see, our trolley's departing for the daily tours, which run all through the summer. And they just give you an orientation tour around the community. We have a lot of great places to go wine tasting and antique shops. There are interesting museums and historic homes throughout the county that you can visit. So I strongly encourage you to check out all the places of interest here in LaSalle County while you're here. And as we round this corner, I'd like to show you two more pieces of art in our collection. Here we have a wood carving of an eagle with a fish. And one of the most fascinating in the collection is this piece right here. It's called the Glass Inator. It's the only kinetic sculpture in our collection, and even the littlest amount of wind will make it move. And this is especially beautiful in the winter when the snow has fallen and those colors, just pop against the snow. And then if you turn right, Dan, and go right down there where that lady's taking a picture, I don't know if you can see it on your camera, but she's photographing the Big Chief. And that is the original sculpture in our collection of art in the park. It's the only one that's chiseled. We have time. Can we walk down there and get a close-up of it? Okay. So the Big Chief is a tribute to Sam Stein, who was a Native American who contributed so much to Starved Rock Lodge. He taught archery here and was really a goodwill ambassador for 50 years. And so this statue was made as a tribute to him. I think one of the most wonderful parts about Starved Rock State Park and Lodge is how they maintain the historical integrity of the park. And that's why when you come here, we want you to be respectful of everything that exists here. And if you can, take your trash with you when you leave, because, we all need your help to keep this a beautiful place for generations to come. And that's why we have our new slogan, Starved Rock Lodge, where the past is always present. So once again, if you're interested in learning more about the park, this is a wonderful place to get married, have a family reunion, come for an overnight getaway. On our website, we have a lot of different packages available, so you can team up with horseback riding or a visit to Weber House and Garden in Streeter. A lot of different packages that in the future, we're going to team up with some restaurants to give you an opportunity to taste the food and wonderful wine that we have produced around here. So please pick up a copy of the LaSalle County Visitor Guide or the Heritage Quarter Visitor Guide or Events Guide so that you can keep track of what's going on in the area and join us for some of the fun events that we have going on here. Do we have any more questions? Nope. Okay, let's go back up to the lodge as we complete our tour. And there you get a nice picture of the front of Starved Rock Lodge. So I encourage you to come and check it out with your family and choose a hotel room, a cabin in the woods, lodge room, whatever makes you happy, and spend a few days with us enjoying a trolley tour, scavenger hunt, or any of the wonderful activities that we have planned. One more thing I wanted to mention before we close is that we have massage therapists on site, and you can book a therapeutic massage to go with your overnight stay, or you don't have to be a guest at the hotel. And we have a whole variety of different massages that you can choose. And over that bridge, we have a dedicated massage cabin so that you can have a therapeutic massage in a relaxing environment. It's really a fun way to spend an afternoon. So again, I thank you for joining me. It's an honor to be a part of this tour. And Diorama, I think it's a great idea for Heritage Quarter. There's one of the best places to have a getaway in the state of Illinois, Starved Rock Lodge, where the past is always present. Thanks for joining me today. Feel free to call me personally if you have any questions. I'm Kathy Cass-Stevens, Marketing Director for Starved Rock Lodge. It's been a pleasure talking with you today.